along the way, too. We're in the home of the Buccaneers, Tampa, Florida, and Raymond James Stadium. Couple of teams here who began the year with wins. Let's see who can make it 2-0 as off we go in week 2. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Trap 60, trap 60. Take go.
First play is to the air. Has him on the quick hitter. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
They go play action on first. He puts some air under a deep throw to the left. And oh, he drops the deep shot. A big play to start the game, but it slips through incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And that'll bring up second down. Shotgun snap, they're gonna throw. He's looking deep once again. Really pushing the envelope on second down, but the deep shot doesn't work. No luck finding his receiver that time. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Can't cover it much better than that really well-covered gate on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. 16 yards on the play. And that's good for a Buccaneer first down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
That's pretty good right there now. You don't always expect a sizable gain when you run it on first down. You just want some yards to set up an easier second down play. But they will take that execution every time.
Offense sure is marching to begin this game. Here's a first down from the 30. He's dropping back to throw. Connecting on the slant. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. With 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Finds him on the slant. It's inside the 10. That's a Tampa Bay touchdown! The Buccaneers finish up an excellent opening series. What an outstanding opening series, partner. They just wore down that defense as they marched their way to the end zone.
Yeah, it took a whole bunch of that opening script to find a touchdown, but it showed just how well designed that script was. It was the right sequence of plays to keep that ball moving and find the end zone, getting your offense established in its top gear right here early on.
That one splits the uprights. And the Buccaneers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Bucs get lined up, and they will kick this away. Returnable from the 2. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Now it's the first carry for Isaiah Pacheco. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Fakes the handoff, now to throw. That's caught by Chris Olave. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And the Saints are going to have a 1st down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Finds his man. It's Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he's down inside the 35 before going out. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that's good for a New Orleans 1st down. Running out of the gun with Pacheco. Escapes a defender. And he's got a nice run. That reaches the 26. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next. That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
Here's 2nd and 2. Finds the in route complete. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. Big gain, 14 on the play. And the Saints are going to have a 1st down.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
They're now set for 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. And he brings it in for a New Orleans touchdown. The Saints finish off their opening drive. Chris Olave with the touchdown. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ballgame.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you can go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
kicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Give now to the running back. And they're going to drag him down after a decent gain. He gets up to the 36. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
Finds him on the crossing route. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. So that's 1 quarter gone in a battle of NFC South rivals. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. More from Raymond James Stadium. Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Buccaneers football as we begin. They're looking at first down here. Back to throw. Finds him over the middle. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's good enough for a Tampa first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
From the red zone now. Escapes the pocket. That's caught at the 4. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. They'll throw it again. Cut near the goal line. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
That's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Ball at the 2 here for 2nd and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
So now, here's 3rd and goal. Looking to the air here. And they're going to take this to the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers take a 2nd quarter lead. Kicking unit comes out for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Buccaneers break that tie and now lead by 7. The Bucs get lined up, and they will kick this away. He's going to field this at the 2. And they've got a long field ahead. Brock got to him early on the return and laid a big hit on him. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. It gives to Pacheco to start the drive. And he's brought down for a loss.
These edge defenders in the league today, Kate, they've got so much on their list to do. A huge to-do list. They got to get to the passer, they got to set an edge, and they got to stop that run game, not just on the end of the line, but in that case, right in the middle of the field.
On 2nd and 12 now. They'll just throw it away, but here comes the flag. There was nobody in the neighborhood of that one. No one in the area. He was still in the pocket. Seems like a pretty cut and dry intentional grounding to me.
Seems like you want to be an official someday, Kate.
Maybe.
Yeah, because you nailed that one.
Penalty not helping their cause for this 3rd down. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Caught, nice gain left side. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down. Now he'll throw off the play fake. He gets a lot behind one. Deep down. This one's intercepted. It's Brian Branch. And the Buccaneers will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Great team defense here. Got to him right as he was about to let that football fly, Brock, and the hit leads to a pick by their safety.
And an easy pick at that one, Kate. Not take anything away from who actually intercepted it, but that turnover was all about the guys up front.
Yep.
And one thing I love about today's game and analytics, we got more than just sacks. We get QB pressures, we get QB hits because we've seen the impact they can have, an impact that was felt right there with that INT.
Putting the tight end in motion. Caught for big yards on the right side. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. They pick up 20 yards there. And that's good for a Buccaneer 1st down. Here's a throw. Short pass brought in. And he'll go down here at the 16.
You know, Kate, over the years, I have heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
From the 16. Oh, he nearly reeled that in. As close as you can get, but just an exciting incompletion.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
79 Bronco. Here we go. Buffalo 18. Go, Reed. Go. Check, Bobcat. Go.
Throwing now from the gun. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. Give him about 16 yards on that gain, Brock, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things, separation and trust. Because QB's...
And he's in for the touchdown. The Buccaneers parlay the interception into points. PAT effort coming up. The point after splits the uprights. And the Buccaneers double their lead to 14. The Bucs get lined up and they will kick this away. Starting from the 5. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. The ball is out. But it bounces out of bounds, so they'll retain possession. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Pacheco gets it from the gun. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. You even rip through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
That's caught for the first. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
Olave with the catch. And he's able to move past the 45 before going out.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, give your quarterback a chance.
2nd and 3 now. From the 47. Has him on the quick hitter. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. Now the Saints hustling people forward. They need to get set. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. Searching for Chris Olave with that one. So it's 2nd down coming up.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
2nd and 10 now. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. And the Buccaneers will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down.
Let's go now.
They send the tight end in motion. Finds his man down. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. Timeout taken by the Buccaneers. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
First and 10 from the 41.
Set. Warriors 17. 18 rep. 18 rep. Take go.
They'll throw it. Doesn't make the connection.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call.
Last thing, 19. Go.
Throwing it again here. Hauled in by Downs. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. Tampa spends its 2nd timeout now. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He could take it to the house.
Let's go.
Still sticking with the passing game. Forced out to his right. He can run it. And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about. He got a major fistful of jersey on that play, and it's going to end up costing him. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20.
19 line.
He'll throw it yet again. That is incomplete. Down to 13 seconds left.
You hear defensive coaches on every practice field we're on preach not giving up the big play, especially at the NFL level. They'll need to stay vigilant because they're definitely going to use that receiver to take the lid off this defense again.
Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down.
Ready.
They are throwing it again. Dumped off to his running back. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Just before halftime, we get a timeout. Take it. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. Ball on the right hash, 48 yards out. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. The Bucs get lined up, and they will kick this away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run by Pacheco. He breaks the tackle. And he's brought down after a tremendous effort just to get a couple of yards. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8. From the 23. This is complete to Olave. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. To throw here on 1st down. He's throwing deep to the left side. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tried getting it to Chris Olave. And it's going to be 2nd down. Now looking to throw. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. First time this game they've looked to him. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Looking for a throw here. He put some juice on a deep throw. This is brought in at the 15. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints cut into the lead coming out of halftime. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
That one right down the middle. And the Saints cut the lead down to 10. That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback, this drive starting from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. Throw left side, complete. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Throwing now, off play action. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Offense up to the line fast. Here he is on 3rd and long. Again, he's under pressure, and he goes down. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough 4th down.
There was a theory some years ago, Kate, that you would never run play action on 3rd and extra long like this because that play action is really not going to affect the defense. But what you got to understand is many times you're running that play action because of the great protection. You're actually trying to give that quarterback an extra beat. Well, it didn't work out that time.
And they bring him down to put a stop to that return. New series coming up following the punt. And the Saints will get set to take over. New set of downs for him from the 46.
Let's go now. Buffalo 18. 69.
Airing it out to start this drive. He fires one deep down the middle. This is caught inside the 15. There it is. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. Trey McBride, the touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
That one splits the uprights. And the Saints cut it to a field goal game. Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
70 range. 70. Come on. Set. Ready.
Throwing it to start this drive. He lofts it deep left. Brought in inside the 20. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field.
And they will score. It's a Tampa touchdown. The Buccaneers make it a 9-point advantage. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yeah.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
That one right down the middle. And the Buccaneers make it a 10-point ball game. The Bucs get lined up, and they will kick this away. Returnable from the 2. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful return. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Pass play now. Cut out left. They gain 14 on the play. And that's good for a New Orleans 1st down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
They'll throw on 1st. Nowhere to go with it, so he just throws it away.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. They'll throw it again. St. Brown there to bring it in. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
To the air now on 1st and 10. He lets a heater go deep, middle of the field. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete.
The ability to track the ball, right? Ball skills isn't just knocking it away, and that's a beautiful job there, Kate. The ball skills is also being able to track a ball on a deeper throw like that. If he doesn't swat it away, we're looking at a huge gain.
Couldn't connect on 1st, it's 2nd down. Back now, pressure on its way. Finds a seam down the middle. And they can't chop to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. It's a 26-yard pickup there. And the Saints are going to have a 1st down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Throwing now on 1st down. St. Brown's got it, complete. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20.
I really like the timing of that screen call to the perimeter. Get the ball in space to operate, and turns into a nice gain.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. He's going to throw this one. That's complete, Isaiah Pacheco. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag. So march it forward after they accept the penalty. exceptionally painful penalty as it sets up 1st and 10 now inside the red zone. Running it after the penalty. And he'll have it down to almost the 10-yard line. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
That's the end of the 3rd on Sunday night. It's the Saints' ball. They're down on the scoreboard, but things not out of hand yet. Second and 6 coming up here. Pass play coming here. Gets it towards the end zone, but it's incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And now it's 3rd down.
Perhaps a bit late breaking towards the ball, but still just enough time to get a finger on it and knock it away.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
Let's go.
Back to throw now. Hits his running back. With some fancy footwork there for the touchdown. The Saints make it a 4-point game here in the 4th. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown. So the back does the work that time, Brock, taking it in for the touchdown.
Yeah, a running back in space can be an awfully dangerous weapon on a football field. Whether that's a designed route to him, a check down, you see what can happen, what kind of damage the elite running backs in this league can do.
They can tack on one more now, bring things back to within a field goal. And he connects there, so now another kick from him. A field goal will tie this game in the 4th. Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a 1st down.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Motioning the tight end now. From the 34. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
There's no question the greatest concern there was just getting the 1st down. You want a high percentage throw, and you're not really concerned about big yards. Well, the drag route was perfect. He comes open in the short field. It's easy to zip that throw right in there and reset those chains.
19 tight, 19 line. Roll, roll, roll.
Here's a give up the middle. And he gets across midfield and into Saints territory. Offense in the hurry up here. From just shy of midfield on second down. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces third down.
With the pressure, boy, that sped that whole play up, and it opened up a wide range of outcomes. A hurried throw almost ended up an interception. And that wasn't until after they almost brought him down behind the line for a sack.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down.
Here we go, shot.
He'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep to the left. Well, they had the look, certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect, and now they're stuck facing fourth down.
That's somebody they're going to look for if he has any space deep. That space, though, Kate, just disappeared between when he let that pass go and when he actually made it down the field.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on fourth.
Back at 60. Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Street. Hey, check that. Street. Check go.
Shotgun snap. They're going to throw. He finds him beyond the marker. And they make the tackle at the 38. It's an 11-yard gain to back up the considerable gamble there on fourth down, and they move those chains.
Oh, so close to get off the field. But the fourth down conversion keeps that defense out there. That was their shot to end this possession, to sit on the bench, to get their breath. And now they're going to have to buckle down and force another fourth down.
New set of downs for him at the 38. They are throwing it again. On target to Downs. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. They kick the running back in motion. From the 32. They did it! He made the interception! There he goes, right sideline! And for the moment, that's going to be a touchdown. Whether it will stand, though, well, that depends on the call on this flag. Well, no surprises here. They decline the holding call and hang on to the interception. Now a try to go up by 4, put it out of the range of a field goal. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Saints take a 4-point lead. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 30.
18, Pioneer.
Back to the air following the pick 6. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
See the pass, time up your hit, and jar that ball loose. Not a lot of players are hanging on through a well-placed hit like that one.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Okay, ready?
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7.
Set. Hey, smash Rocco. Panther Street, Panther Street. Get up.
They're throwing it. He goes back to him yet again. Complete. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's good enough for a Tampa first down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Didn't get that one off in time. This is going to be a delay of game. A little slow to operate the offense, and they're going to back it up as a result of that penalty. Set him back 5. It's 1st and 15 after the penalty.
Ready?
Putting a receiver in motion. Airing it out on first down. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. How about 29 yards on first down? And a fresh set of downs on its way.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Hut, hut.
1st and 10, looking to throw. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
Warriors, 70. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
Play clock down to 0, and the flags come out. Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty. So they should be a little prompter in snapping this, you'd hope, Brock, after that delay of game.
Come on, set. 19 tight, 19 tight. Set, go.
Throwing it again here. Taking the deep shot there on first down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one, Kate. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back on track.
Let's go. 19 Lion. Cup 19. Cup 19. Go.
2nd and 15. Has it at the 7. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Pretty important PAT here, Brock, to make it a field goal game. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Buccaneers push their lead to 3. The Bucs get lined up, and they will kick this away. He's going to field this at the 2. And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30.
At their own
Hey, Kate, the best kick returners I was ever around, really at any level, they want this opportunity. They want their chance to help their team. They know they're down, but they also know that return, especially a good one like this, can set the offense up for success.
First and 10 now from the 30.
Trap 60. Trap 60.
Throwing it to start this drive. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice gain. Looking for the back that time. And now it's second down.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage was waiting for it. Thinking interception to be had, and incompletion still pretty good for the defense.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Back to throw. He just got rid of it, Brock, but he was still in that tackle box. This is going to draw the flag. Well, I've always wanted to ask this, so this feels like the perfect moment, Brock. Is there ever a time where a quarterback feels intentional grounding is actually worth it?
No. I don't think so. Not for your team, not for your play caller, not for your coach, not for the game situation. There really isn't a time. You've got to find an outlet, somewhere to throw that ball away safely.
Backed up now after the penalty. It's third down. Back to throw it. He's on the move. Jukes out a one-stop. And the nice gain is met by a punishing hit to bring it to a halt. We've hit the 2-minute warning here in Tampa. Saints down by only 3. Lengthy fourth down try here. They need 6. Oh, quick throw here, left side. And this one does not go far. And they do not get a desperately needed first down. He doesn't make it, and they still trail after the turnover on downs.
You know, these fourth down plays are all about trust. You lean into what you do best. Unfortunately, with the lack of execution, you're going to throw that one off the playlist.
They're set up at the 35 now.
Here we go, set. Buffalo 18. Ready.
Wow, they're going to pass it here. Heaves this one for the back of the end zone. And that is the catch that should end this game and seal this win. Touchdown. Now they'll try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Buccaneers make it a 10-point ball game. The Bucs get lined up, and they will kick this away. Returnable from the 2. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10. Throwing now from the gun. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. That one intended for Trey McBride. And it sets up second down. Dropping back to throw. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going. And you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Throwing now. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. Fourth down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on fourth. Here he is to throw. This is complete to Olave. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. He'll throw it yet again. That is complete. McBride on the slant. They drop him with a big hit. At least he's able to hold on for the game. But boy, Brock, what a shot. From the 48. Rolling left, buying some time. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. The Saints calling for a timeout. They're first. And they still have two available for them as we approach the end of this game.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
Second and 10 now. He's got it near the 10. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
Every tight end worth his salt wanted this. Really craved man-to-man coverage. The best of them, give me man-to-man coverage, and I'm going to beat you. I was around Dallas Clark and Indy, one of the best. You play man-to-man, he's going to find a way to out-leverage you, separate from you, and make a play just as that tight end did.
Four downs now to get in. Here's first and goal. That one hits the ground, incomplete, but a flag also hit the ground. Let's sort this out. He was too far downfield at the time of the pass. Gotta stay within a yard of the line. That'll back him up. So now, after being backed up just a bit, another first and goal.
Let's go. Trap 60, trap 60. Right there, hurt. Ready?
Now they'll throw out of the gun. Toward the side of the end zone, but that one's incomplete. Tough to blame him for that drop, Rock. Even if it would have been a touchdown, that was a great effort defensively, timing that hit, keeping them from hitting the end zone.
Reaction and burst. You get in the red zone defensively, you'll hear it all the time. You cannot wait. You've got to react. And then you got to burst. And that defender does a tremendous job of breaking that pass up with contact.
So after the incomplete pass, here's 2nd and goal.
Track 60.
Throwing from the gun. Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away, incomplete.
That's just simply great positioning to swat the ball away. He stayed in a spot where he could disrupt the throw before the target and make a play on it.
They've held him out twice. Here we go, 3rd and goal. Looking to throw it. And that one's going to fall incomplete. No luck there. Just 11 seconds remaining. Looking for his wide receiver there. And now it's decision time on 4th and goal.
You know, the goal on a lot of these short throws is to simply let the receiver create some yards after the catch, that yak. I think he was thinking about the yak before he actually secured the catch.
And that's a touchdown. Great catch there, and with almost no time left, well, Brock, they're going to need a miracle, but it is still possible. Man, Brock, that defense held up 3 straight plays. They just couldn't come up with the one final stop they needed to get off the field.
And how about this offense? Courage of the offense to run it back for one more snap and make the adjustments on 4th and goal to finally punch it in. Quite the mini little chess match we just saw play out over those last 4 plays.
They'll try it again, this time closer in after the penalty. And he connects there, so now another kick from him. A field goal will tie this game in the 4th. So with hardly any game left, they have time for this kick and maybe a couple plays. The Saints are looking confident that they have it, and they do! Timing's so important for a team to recover its own onside kick, but jumped the gun there before it went 10 yards, and that drew the flag. Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43.
Here we go, set.
All right, got a timeout here. Just 8 seconds remaining in our ball game. Into the victory formation they go, Brock, here on 1st down. Now with 8 seconds remaining in the game, they're going to burn their final timeout.
Go!
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. Your favorite formation, right, Brock? The victory formation here as he takes a knee.